Alright guys, here it is. Final Berkeley Lake Fork rundown for you. Believe today should be, I know it's Thursday, I think it's the 13th. Days at this time of year just seem to be running by so darn fast that they go right by me like a trucker doing 90 trying to make a deadline. But listen, it is Thursday and I'm going to give you a rundown, publicly rundown for this weekend, okay? The lake level as of yesterday was 39625, today 39624, starting to, from yesterday, stabilize a little bit. So for whatever reason, we've had hardly any change. It's slowed down this week compared to last week, which is cool. Remember a couple things. Falling water falls the fish out, points the fish out. It puts them on the points, okay? Whether it's secondary points, main lake points, or whatever. Falling water falls them out, which puts them on the points, okay? Clarity, 1 to 2 foot visibility. It seems like the south end now is beginning to kind of turn over just a little bit. And remember in the turnover lesson, the turnover's already happened. The turnover happens in 24 to 48 hours. The turnover, if you're wondering what a turnover is, please go to my lessons. In this YouTube channel, I have lessons. They're free. I do a thermocline lesson, and what is a turnover? The turnover happens in 24 to 48 hours when the thermocline breaks and the bottom comes to the top and the top and the bottom mix. It's one big mixed water. From that point, everything's blended and we get all of the dead, decaying debris rising from the bottom through the water column. We have bad oxygen in some areas. It kind of turns funky brown. You get yellow bubbles. You see methane gases floating on the surface. That's the yellow bubbles. And the water's messy in those areas. It's done it up north, it's done it in the midsection, and down south, it's starting to now in the deeper water. So when I'm down south, I see a little more of that brown, I just keep moving. The key here is to find green water. Mark Pack used to always tell us, Lake Fork green or gunmetal blue. When you're in the gunmetal blue, that's clearer water, clean, clearer water. Fork isn't gunmetal blue that often. When you're in Lake Fork green, that's a common color. It's healthy, good water. There's lots of it on Fork right now. That's where you need to be fishing. All right, lake clarity, that's the key. 1 to 2 foot, but be in Lake Fork green. Trying to give you a really good public rundown because I know you know that I respect you for the regular public subscription, and I'm grateful for it. We have almost 3,700 people signed up publicly. We have 276 members in the members-only private channel. I continue to invite you to the members-only because we get in much more depth and much more detail, but I promised you I would help you for Berkeley, and I got a pretty good little report coming. Water temperatures sitting right in the 75, 76 degree temp. Okay, on Monday with no winds, we kind of warm trended up, like I said in Tuesday's report. Today it was mild winds, more out of the north. It was a front, it was a blue clear sky. The north winds blew. We didn't warm up much. 75.6 is what I saw. And remember, this is mainly the main body. You might go up in the northern ends and find warmer or even cooler water. When I give this report, I'm talking about the main body. When I'm out in the main lake, the subsurface, the first 12 to 16 inches, 12 to 18 inches on a daily basis. It will cool down at night, warm up during the day generally. All right? So that's the lake. I want to prepare you for a few things. I'm preparing you that we're going to have, number one, tomorrow 40 degrees. Tonight, 40 degrees. In the morning, it is 40. We're going to get cooler water. It should turn these fish on. They're already biting very well. Today was awesome day. Top water was the best bite. Anything walking was the better bite. There's a lot of variations of Berkeley baits that you can use that are walking baits. It is shallow. And I already told you, falling water points them out, okay? There's your tip. You want to know more details on exactly what top water I'm throwing, exactly what color, and locations that are absolutely holding the fish, you need to be a members only. But there's some good information. Falling water points them out. Walking top waters are the key. Shallow. If you're going to fish deep, the fish are in probably 12 to 16 feet of water. It's still on the points and the mouths of the coves. And you're going to fish things like drop shots, Texas rigs, Carolina rigs, your soft plastic stuff. There's a little bit of a jig bite. There's still a reminiscence of some big worm bite, like a 10.5-inch wild thing. V&M Wild Thing bite, but those bites for me are fading. There's a much better soft plastic bite, much better soft plastic bite. And of course, this has to be Berkeley event, so it must be Berkeley baits. Remember that. If you're fishing this weekend, it must be Berkeley baits. Some of the Berkeley things, soft plastic wise, are good. Some of them are working well. There's a couple colors that are absolutely working awesome. There's a drop shot rig right now that's working really good. In fact, Brooke caught some awesome fish today on it. It was really cool to see. Mostly big slots, but just there's a good bite in 12 to 16 feet of water, okay? So, here's the deal. I appreciate you. I hope that what I've just given helped you. It should dial you in some, okay? You should realize from this report there's some areas that you need to fish. Stay away from the south end. I would fish the mid-lake, fish the upper end. Baits are starting to move in. Fall patterns are starting to happen. I do love you too. The public subscribers, I do love you too, okay? All right. Hit the like button if you found this good. Comment below if you have any questions. I'm not sure if you can run super thanks in the public, but if you can even hit the super thanks, if you feel like throwing me a couple bucks, hey, hit the super thanks. Check what that is. Check it out. Tell your friends about this public channel. And hey, come on. Give me a shot. Come over to the members only. It's $4.99. Come over to the members only. Subscribe. If you don't like it, cancel it. $4.99. I guarantee you're spending. I got two baits that are Berkeley baits that we crushed them on today, especially in the afternoon. Really caught some winning money fish. I'm going to be sharing that with the members only here in just a little bit. Both of those baits cost more just for one bait than my channel does for the entire month. And I know that if I told you those baits, you'd go buy 4 or 5 of those baits. So why won't you spend $4.99 for a 1 month report? Eight rundowns. Anyways, enough of that. Please, I'm inviting you. Come on over to the members only. If you don't like it, you can always unsubscribe. But that's it. A couple last tips. Remember, be careful. The game wardens will be on site. You will get a ticket if your fish is over 16 inches. It can't. I believe the law is it can touch 16 inches. But man, that'd be pretty scary to bring in a fish that's touching 16 inches. You want it to be right under the 16 inch. 15 7/8. Pinch the tail, flip the fish a time or two, make sure it won't touch 16 so you don't get a ticket, don't get DQ'd. Double check with a tournament director. They may accept a 16-inch fish because by Texas law, it can touch 16. When you're talking about the over 24 inches, it has to be over 24 inches. Usually they will accept 24 right on the money. But it says over. The law says over 24 inches. It doesn't say touching and over. It says over 24 inches. So make sure it's at least touching, because I do believe they accept it. I'm not going to ticket you for it, most likely. But you want over the slot. So under the slot is 16 to 24. And over, that's the verbiage. Under the slot, over the slot, 16 to 24 is the slot. That means it shouldn't touch 16 and it shouldn't touch 24. It should be under 16 and over 24. Enough of that lesson. Don't find yourself in trouble. You will get a ticket. All right? The lake is low. I want you to be very cautious. All right? There's a lot. At Lake Fort Marina, you can buy a variety of boat lanes chips. There's multiple lanes, people to choose from, multiple brands. They're all really good. Man, it's to suit your nature, which one you like. Do your homework. Take a look at which one gives you the most bang for the buck, what fits your units. Some of the units, Garmin units, you're only going to be able to get the specific ones, but you probably want to go to Lake Fort Marina or one of the resorts, Lake Fort Resort, Oak Ridge. Go into one of the marina stores and see about getting a Lake Fort boat lanes so that you can run safe. When you're running those lanes, typically when the lake is full, you can drift out of those lanes quite a bit. When you're wanting to shut down. Right now, there's a lot of areas on the lake that you can't really afford to drift out of the lanes hardly at all. So you almost got to shut down in the buoy lanes. With this much boats, 700, 800 boats or so, man, be cautious. Look behind you before you are slowing down. Wave your arm if you have to. If you got someone running behind you and you're wanting to slow down, ease your way off a little bit out of the buoy lane and let them know you're shutting down. Pay attention for somebody shutting down. It may shut down in front of you. But I don't want you to wreck your boat, and I most definitely don't want anybody getting hurt. That's really important, okay? Safe, safe, safe. Go out safe, come home safe. Hope you catch the fish. Hope you catch the winning fish. Someone's going to win this thing. I think they give a boat away for the biggest under, and they give a boat away for the biggest over. They pay 20 places on the hour for 8 hours each day. $200, $100 a day. What a tournament for the amateurs. No pros allowed. All right, that's it. I got one more reel. All the reels, all the rods, everything's sold. I got one more Daiwa spinning reel here. It's in super, super mint shape. It's a 2500. I mean, it's clean. There's not a scratch on it. In fact, I don't drop shot leg fork, so it hardly ever got used whatsoever. Hit me up if you're interested. This is basically going to be $50 plus shipping. It's a $150 reel. $50 plus shipping. This reel is yours. Appreciate you. I'm gearing up to do a members only rundown. God bless y'all. I'm Mike McFarland, the Lake Fork Guide.